Hello, everybody. How are you? Welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. Today is going to be a super love read. What is coming for you in the next 365 days over the next year when it comes to love? Many of you have your soulmates approaching, and funnily enough, there is a huge wave coming in March. This energy, I remember doing private readings, public readings, and everything was like 333s over and over, really denoting that March was a major time for this. A lot of Piscean energy, a lot of magic, all those fish going upstream to meet their mates. A lot of really magical, cool stuff happening, you guys. So I wanted to thank you again for all your beautiful comments. And listen, I have somebody I've been talking to over on Instagram, and I'm always promoting people that I think bring the right kind of energy to YouTube or new creators, whatever. And there's this new lovely soul, and I want to show you her name and her photograph. Her name is Not Your Average Glow Up. That's also her moniker on YouTube. She produced her first video today, and it's about sort of her life journey and things she's gone through and lessons she's learned during this, and it's so lovely. It's just her sitting on her floor drinking tea, talking about it. You know, when we don't when we haven't self-actualized yet, the stuff we put up with, when we think people are right for us and they're not, and how we suffer, and when we don't really know who we are yet, some of the crazy journeys we traverse, right? And we believe we deserve less at times, and life becomes very faulty and off center, and she really discusses this beautifully. And again, I find some of the best people, some of the best advice is they're not counselors, medical experts, things like that, because they're not highly clinical about it. They're just pure in their authentic message of their journey, right? They're not trying to hypothesize how it works for any demographic. It simply comes from the heart, and she's lovely. Again, it's Not Your Average Glow Up, and look at that beautiful tattoo. Absolutely lovely, authentic. Go check her out. Check out her new thing. Support her, like, subscribe, and let's encourage her to keep delivering these messages. I know when my kind of younger viewers were asking me questions, I got really excited because sometimes a lot of this information isn't out there, just sort of that beautiful one-on-one and that encouragement. And she even said, and this is why I love her philosophy, it's the same as mine, we don't do this to begin for any reason. We don't want money, we don't want followers, we don't want to self-aggrandize. It's simply we have a message, it's so strong, it can't be bottled. And I'm not somebody who had ever filmed or been on film, or I wasn't on Instagram, and I wouldn't do things like that until I had this inspiration to do this. You know, I'm not, what do you call that? People that, I'm not really like one that loves to be in the spotlight. That's why I'm not really on the camera all that often, but I'm always compelled to do a video, at least one video a day when we have these messages, and we all have them. So let's show her support and love. And, you know, I'm so excited when people, it takes bravery, as you guys know, even to sometimes have your photograph, because you never know how others perceive it. There's so many judgmental people in the world, but this, once you have kind of the wherewithal to do this, you then just move forward. Any ankle biting or silliness no longer is in your spectrum, because your light shines so bright, kind of just, you're blinded to all of that. And it doesn't matter what people that are on happy or bitter spots have to say about you, because they're not walking in your shoes. It's as simple as that. So let's get to this love read. I'm excited. So number one, we have the owl. Listen to the messages of the angels. They are great interpreters and synchronistic map setters for you, so you know what to follow. Oftentimes I make myself, I'll say audibly, Melanie, look at all the license plates, bumper stickers, posts, signs, look at everything around you. And it helps me navigate certain things. It keeps me calm, aware, and in the moment and being present. That's a big part of reading all these little languages of love. If you're having a conversation with somebody and you like them, how are you going to be able to read their gestures, their body language, all of those little things, those energy exchanges, if you're worried about paying your bills, or you're worried about what you said to Susan yesterday, right? We are talking about being present 100%. Number two, guinea pig, do your part to illuminate the universe. Again, all these wonderful new speakers on YouTube, all these platforms that are illuminating, they're sharing their story. Everybody can connect with something. So always feel free to share. If you see somebody sad at work, you see somebody at a bus stop or somewhere and their head is really hanging, and you know by just offering a kind word or laughing, you can bring their day up. I like to do this with my baristas I go in and I see every day, just being a generous spirit and talk to them. It's like that used to be one of my long-term jobs. And when people just realize this is a human being, this is not like a robot making your lattes for you and your food. So they are providing you with a beautiful service. So to be kind, all of that. Beautiful. So number 3 is horse. Care for others and let them be free. This is huge in love too. We care for others, but we're not controlling them. We don't have conditional love because they're doing what we want when we want them to. They are a free spirit. Horses are a wonderful kind of example of this. I grew up with horses, and sometimes it's like they want to nuzzle and be with you 24/7. They want you to ride through the forest and have the best time. And then other times it's like they just want to run and you don't really have control of them because they're a free spirit. They're a wild animal, right? So we love unconditionally. We take the good, the bad, the ugly, all of that, and we embrace it and we let everybody be who they are. So let's begin with number 1, which is owl. Listen to the messages of the angels. Right away, I feel like you have a lot of synchronicities, and with this, I feel like big ones for you are 111, 1111s, 555s. I feel like 8s are very significant in this too because I just kept seeing 2 moons together. I feel like birds are going to be some of your big synchronistic and totem animals, white birds, doves, all of that huge animals of praise. You'll start to see like eagles and falcons and things like that. Really beautiful, wonderful energy. So I'm excited about that. So let's pull. I'm going to pull from the because you guys sometimes ask, the Gospel of Arcadia is going to be the next cards I use, and these first ones are Archangel Animals, and I'll find the box because a lot of you are requesting this. So your first card in this love journey that you'll be taking, what's going on, is creation. And as you guys know, we are all creators and creatives, even if we don't consider ourselves to be. It's our birthright. It said witches create something from nothing, and this is true of all of us. Don't be afraid to take a creative risk. Really think outside the box when it comes to anything, going on a journey, whatever is just, you know what I'm going to do for you too, because somebody asked if we can solely concentrate just on your spot and you can have all your cards in front of you, because sometimes people get a little confused. And also, any questions about the timestamps, they're always down in the comments. Gidget Joe and all of my lovely helpers out there do this for us. So let's see what else is coming with this. We have the wisdom card, Scheherazade, nice. And I think it's Shahriyar. I'm not even going to pretend I know what the heck's going on with that. And I love Eloise and Abelard. That's one of my favorite stories. Okay, so right away, I'm using the Lovers deck too right now. So let's start with this creation. I feel this particular person, you're going to be on some kind of creative endeavor. I feel like a lot of you guys are opening your own new journeys of creative revenue streams, things like that. A lot of you guys are researching and finding out new things. And in this process, you're going to come upon a very special individual. This to me reads very soulmate, very connective. Again, I'm hearing 4, so this could be very close. I keep seeing doubles of things like the double moons, double 2, so 4s. This really, really feels entrenched in a soulmate connection too, because there's a kind of fidelity and authenticity and energy exchange that lets you know right away. It's like that lightning bolt. Oh, this is the one, in these beautiful storybook kind of romances where it is fated in the stars. Now, wisdom too. This is saying use your innate wisdom that you have within you to read everything. Start to read the energy exchange, how you feel, all the gestures, the emotional state you're in. And one of the words of advice that I've been seeing everywhere synchronistically for me is be absolutely present in the moment and make everything magic. Put your best into everything. Imagine how good your life would be as if you had focused intention on everything you did, even making your toast in the morning, just the right amount of butter. We're not being meat-fisted like cavemen, like I've got to sludge through this because it's a task. If we don't look at things like work and tasks and we look at as a creative thing, like making it beautiful. I love this one thing that I read about it's the guy from Twin Peaks, the main guy, Kyle MacLachlan. He's like, I make the most strategic, beautiful sandwich you've ever seen. I take my time. I add all these special little peppers. It's a masterpiece when I'm done. Do that with everything you're doing. If you're just lighting a candle and opening a window or washing a window or petting your cat, make it a thing of majesty and magic by utterly being focused on only that and feeling everything, using all of your senses. That's what this wisdom in creation is about. You're going to feel that, and I feel like we are guided much more intuitively when that happens. And this also is going to be, this is a person that you're running into. Your next love is a deep person of contemplation. They are a heavy thinker. They are very wise, potent in their thought. Like, they don't speak unless it enhances the room, the conversation, all of that. You also have the fertility card. So a lot of people, they are very fertile. So if you wish for a family, you can have any amount of children you want with this particular person. Your soulmate has a lot of fertility, and I feel like, you're meant, look at all of this, like all of this symbolism of all these animals, the cats, the luck, the warmth, the lion, the growth, the flowers, abundance, fecundity, everything comes with this because you're already raising your frequency. And by doing that, more attracts more. So when you feel good about your life, what you're doing, the path you're on, the decisions you're making, that they're pure and authentic, they're not, you don't have ulterior motives. You don't want this person because they have extreme wealth. You don't want this person because they're extremely good looking, or it's that essence of them, that soul is it. And look at this power card. You start to have power because of this, because it's not something you're seeking. You ever notice that politicos and people that really need and want and desire a powerful position usually are the people that are not deserving of it? It's always that kind of quiet person in the background that knows what's going on. They don't want something because it gives them power. Therefore, it arrives at their door because they are worthy of it. And that's what's happening in your soulmate connection with this individual. Again, I'm hearing 4 months. See, there's your 4. I knew that would pop up for us. Is coming through very clearly. So this soulmate, again, obviously with Arthur and Guinevere, that this is a divine connection, and you're going to start to feel, why am I making such good choices? Why is my head so clear? Why am I unbothered by stuff that used to trigger the hell out of me? Like, anybody could basically say anything to me, and I'm like, that's okay. Poof, fairy of interference, block that person. Poof. And what's happening is your utter focus is on your well-being, your high vibration. Again, your light is shining so bright, you don't see any of the garbage. You don't see any of the envy, the malice or anything, because that vibration is too low. It can't actually touch you. So again, to round this all up, this is not going to be a series of individuals coming in. This is a lock-in soulmate 4-month solid. And this person, their brilliance is going to be stellar. It's just one of those things where they're an old soul. They lock in that knowledge from century after century after century. They know, this is the Keanu's, this is the Jim Carrey kind of level stuff where they feel it. They're such good, decent, pure, charming, authentic people because they know what matters. They simplify, they disregard all the garbage, and they only let in the beautiful connections, the love, the caring, the bonding, all of that. And that's just what's happening in a nutshell for you, group one, a really beautiful way. So again, disregard any of those low vibrations. You're already doing it. And comment down below if what used to affect you no longer does. You're like, I'm sorry, do I have some kind of like light reflection suit where just none of this is touching me? It's really wonderful because you decide what bothers you. You decide to be bigger in your environment. You decide to be bigger than the malice that's being aimed your way out of jealousy or envy. You decide that you want light, love, happiness, purity, and that's what you're getting. So you're like, bye-bye, the rest of that garbage, I'll see you. And it happens. We have days where we're like that. And then we have some days where, agitation can creep in, but that's due to lots of little things that are easily fixed. Poor diet, poor sleep, all of that. So you, again, regard how you treat yourself and you're caring for yourself because you want to be in good shape when all this Majestico comes in. Love it. Listen to all of these messages coming because they're coming in a very big way. This is remarkable, you guys. You have like all crazy major arcana too. Eloise and Abelard, beautiful. He's going to teach you as well because Abelard, as you know, is a teacher. Eloise was one of his students. And that's what it's about. It's about, wow, just forming a really cool situation with somebody up in there. Oh, if you guys are also, if you're curious about their signs, I will dig into the coin. I have more of these, I feel, definitely. So we could have a Cancer. I'm going to pull 2 because this is for a big group of people. And Taurus. So very lovely. So Taurians, grounded, solid. I love them. They don't need to be in the limelight, and they like to do things behind the scenes, and then they come out with this like utter brilliance. It's amazing. If you guys want to come over to my Instagram too, I'm having giveaways with these all the time. My gold coins, Cancers, deep philosophical. What the hell? I almost said I tried to say philanthropic and philosophical all in one go. So whatever. So flopical and tropical. So yeah, philosophical and philanthropic, really beautiful energy, deep thinkers, gorgeous. So we have Taurian energy and Cancerian, beautiful. I'm loving that. So now we are on to number 2, which is guinea pig. So do your part to illuminate the universe. I feel you already are. I feel like a great number of you guys are already amazing, secured light workers. You already feel it. Again, like the people that are contacting me over on Instagram and YouTube saying, I just feel compelled to make this. I don't know what I need or how to do this. And they asked me for a little bit of advice. If you guys want to know too, there's only really 2 steps to this. Have good equipment, audio and visual. Okay. Number 1 thing is your message and content. When you speak from the heart and you believe it, it's helpful to other people, okay? But think of your content before, speak slowly, clearly, get that message out. Somebody is always there waiting to hear it. I feel like the universe provides a network for us where all of a sudden it just pops up and you're like, oh, who's this? Bing, you find them, right? That's how I found Cherry. That's how I found some of my favorite people out there. And it's really wonderful. So let's see what this person, people, whatever is going on is like. I'm going to pull again from the Gospel of Arcadia. I really love these. So we have ritual. This is important too. It's like, I can't even tell you, I just had to do a ritual when I came in here and I love that. This is something I'm going to address at Stonehenge too, I'm pretty sure. Thank you guys for all your response and your payments and your down payments and everything. I believe I have 1 or 2 spots left because what I'm doing is I'm going to expand another day because of the interest. Like everybody went crazy yesterday when they knew I was running out of spots. So I'm doing a private readings at Stonehenge. If you want me to send the information, just let me know. So this rituals, I love this. When we really honor a ritual, we dress for it. Fresh flowers, symbolism, dressing, in the colors that we're trying to evoke, green groundedness, all of that, candles, light. I definitely like to work with silver and fire. I find that very helpful. There's something that's going on that you're doing ritualistically every day, whether it's an envisionment process, a list of gratitude, whatever it is, it's working for you. It's pulling this love to you. It's elevating you. This person can already feel your energy. Yeah, look at this. Your second card here is Night Women, Feminine, Noctis. This is for a lot of women. You're sending out this energy and yin, and they're receiving it in dreamscapes. Other things are happening. You're really connecting with this person. Ooh, and this is really wonderful. Look at this. We have the synergy card. So this synergy, it's blossoming. They're hearing these messages. They're feeling these messages. This magic is being traversed out there. So let's see what's going on. We have tradition, love. Oh my gosh, this is so amazing. And Princess of Staves. Look at you go with this passion. Okay, right away. Again, this is another soulmate match. 5 months. Right away. The last one was 4. I'm really feeling time. This really being evocative of like time is just locked in on this. The messages are so clear. I thought it was just going to be like love life. But again, because the portal of 2020 opened in the age of Aquarius where people simplify, they no longer want to be weighted down by all this heaviness of materialism, second guessing themselves. They know their purest self, that they mean well. So they're kind of like auto correcting, go, I get it. I was raised with this crazy subconscious implant. I'm supposed to do this or I'm supposed to do that. And what happens when we're governed by that, we're not even ourselves. We're like a weird kind of knee-jerk reaction. So what we're doing is we're not going to that hard drive. We now have new software to work with where we're going, okay, now I'm totally aware of this situation. I want to respond in present day. I don't want something that was just set in my brain that I do every day, right? These patterns, you're releasing them. So again, this person, this is going to be a beautiful, there's a tradition going on somewhere. And I feel like this is the meeting place at church, at school, some kind of rich and cool tradition that's going to go on. And this will be the meeting place. And look at this, Romeo and Juliet. It could be anything. It could be, I just feel like it's something being celebrated, a tradition, and then you lock eyes again. It is this Romeo and Juliet moment where you're like, it's on. And and that lock in that emotional energy link that just stops all time, where you know right away that's what's happening there too. I love this Princess of Staves because this is all of a sudden you become fearless. You're like, who is this person? You're like, I not only have confidence, I have balance, I have resources, I know things that I've always known, but I'm implementing them, and I'm giving them focus and attention. Therefore, I'm getting results for money, for revenue streams, for attention to your creative works, whatever it is. All of a sudden you just flip the switch and you're like, it's on. It is just on. The attention is on, the format, everything. Things make sense now because you are not beguiled by all the false temptations of the world. You know, the false prophecy of thinking, oh, I need attention. I need, whatever it is, things that is kind of like false that the ego grasps at. This is pure, authentic. I want to spread a beautiful message. I want true love, and I want to love somebody and care for them. All of that. And because you have this authentic measure in everything, the universe is giving back to you epically. And this soulmate is coming. And look at this love. This Osiris and Isis is about, you guys have been on this planet, perhaps other planets as well. This is century after century after century. So you know each other the moment you spot each other. And you obviously have had a past life together in ancient Egypt. You have also I feel like there's a whole array of existences, probably Celtic. Again, I constantly seeing Versailles pop up because the court of Versailles was such an amazing time agriculturally, with the gardens, the government, all of that a lot of people, they remember that because it was such a profound experience. So lifetime after lifetime when you get this card. So old soulmates over and over. And it could have happened unrequited love, not being able to have a full lifespan of love with this individual. And again, when you see them, it's just like, boom. Let's try to find out some zodiac signs as well. Again, I do too, because there's, look at that. We have the Gemini. Beautiful. I love that. So it could be Gemini. I love that. The twins, I find them some of the most charming people out there. And Sagittarian. I'm a Sagittarius. We're adventurers. We're philosophers. We're quite artistic. We love our words. We love education. We love to get certified and stuff because we want to know everything. We want all the deets. And one thing I will say about a Sagittarius, and it's quite good, they don't do things half-heartedly. Once that bow goes back and they aim, they go straight through. The follow-through is wonderful, but they'll also take you on adventures. As will Geminis, because they're quite fearless. Every Gemini I have met is like, they get such a bad rap. Like, people think they are hard to gauge as a personality. Like, sometimes think they're two-faced, or they think that they don't know who they're getting, like that kind of like too many personality types in one person. But that's what's nice. They don't have predictability. And I feel like that they're so misunderstood, and they're one of the most dynamic, awesome signs out there. So I'm loving that for you. Again, you guys, your passion, all of a sudden you're just like, why am I getting up so early? Why do I want to do this? Why do I want to eat well? Since when do I want to go to the gym? Why am I listening so intently and remembering things? It's because you're in the present. Everything is so rich and outlined for you that why would you do otherwise, right? You want to know what's coming, how it's coming, all of that. You feel alive, you feel electric, and it's your time. And I'm so excited for you guys. Beautiful energy. Look at that. Don't forget your rituals. Anytime you feel like you're getting bogged down, you need to shake that off, reground out, pull in, make things rituals. Like I said, every little thing, make it magic, make it beautiful. Your shower, pretend you're in a fairy forest under a waterfall. You are washing the windows, pretend you're in a palatial palace and there's a big ball that evening. Picture all the fabrics and everything in your head, whatever it is. Make things gorgeous, fun, vibrant, and ritualistic. I do that with everything. Like, I trip delight fantastic. I'm in my car, I'm making up all manner of things 24/7. I'm serious. Me and my cats, I pretend sometimes they're lions, and I'm gonna post this thing on Instagram of, it's weird when I play the chanting music, the cats love that megahertz vibration, so they all come in. I have 5 cats. I have my daughter's cats here too, and they all come in and they just lay close by the speaker and they love it, and it looks crazy. It looks like I have a million cats in one little area. It's really funny. So beautiful energy. So let's go on to number 3. Oh, again, number 2, if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name's Melanie. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my linkazoids are down below if you want a private read. If you want to know about the Stonehenge read, I can send you that information. I'm going in a couple weeks. I'm doing private readings right on Stonehenge. I think I have 1 or 2 more spots, because it's going to open for another day because of the massive interest that came yesterday and today as well. So you guys, with this horse, Care for others and let them be free. Love people for who they are, not what you want them to be. Don't try to be critical, change them, breathe down their neck, or try to cage them. That is the number one most detrimental thing that I've ever had in any of my relationships. I'm a Sagittarius. People that don't let you be you, people that try to suppress you, your spirit, your fervor, your laughter, your joy, whatever. Super detrimental. It's very critical. It's very harmful. Never ever say, oh my God, don't say that. Oh my God, don't do that. You know what I mean? I mean, if somebody's just wild or they've overdone something, try to leave the premises or whatever, but don't ever embarrass anybody in public and say, you wouldn't believe what so-and-so did. They said this. Never shame or try to do any of that to a partner. Right away, one of the number one things too that I do believe, man or woman, if you show them respect, that's huge. Never ever belittle somebody in what they're trying to accomplish. So let's see what's going on with the Arcadia. Oh, I'm so excited. I love these cards so much that I don't even know where they are. So we have two things right here. We have the unknown. Oh, I love this card. The unknown and a pilgrimage. So some of you guys, this is funny. You're going to be going somewhere special that is holy or magic to you. I don't know if it's Lourdes or, again, I'm going to Stonehenge in a couple weeks. Somewhere, Tibet, something. You've been longing to go somewhere. You are going to meet someone who has been there. That is how that topic of conversation is going to open, and this love is going to blossom. They've gone somewhere you long to go. It starts a story. It builds this fire and passion within you, and it links you with this beautiful combined energy of the magic of this place. It could be the Egyptian pyramids. It could be the hanging gardens of Babylon. It could be, I find New Zealand so magical, like I'm longing to go there, and I definitely am. I feel that there's something there that is going to be epic. So again, this is a conversation about a place that's magical to both of you. So we have Tristan and Isolde. I love the story. It's one of my favorites. Desire right away. Okay, again, this is insane. With this, again, I see a soulmate connection. This was going to be like people's love lives, but after the 2020 portal opened and this New Moon in Aquarius on the 24th, all of this simplification of soul and heart. People don't want to just date. People don't just want a flurry of love lives. They want the one. They want the magic one. And because they've decided what they want, the universe loves a decision, and off it goes to make it happen for you. It's like, hey, this person is not wishy-washy or indecisive anymore. They said they want the one. They're not telling me what they don't want anymore. I'm not confused. I'm the universe. Now I've got my walking papers and my marching orders, and I'm going. Let's go find this out. Let's get this going for this person. And I'm hearing really strongly certain names out there, you guys. I'm hearing Trisha, Susan, Jennifer. I'm hearing certain names very, very strongly out there. Melissa's, all kinds of, just like, it's just coming. Again, it's under a 7-month process too. If you guys have never seen this movie, I believe it is, I love him too. And he passed away and he was the Joker. He's in it, and I love him to death. I'm terrible with names. Beautiful, beautiful story. And look at this. So first, let's begin with what is going on here and why all this is coming to you. We're starting with the Queen of Staves, the Queen of Wands. You have elevated yourself where you should be. You promoted yourself to a person of high value, of a person that wants respect, love, and you're going to have these fresh, strong boundaries where you're saying, you know what? I'm not going to text you every second. I'm not going to be the person just waiting. I'm not the person that's always going to come to you and give you everything emotionally and otherwise. There has to be yin and yang. You're like, the Queen of Wands has passion for people, for her realm, for everyone, yet she expects and deserves reciprocity, right? Offerings, love, gestures, all of that, and that's what's going to be coming your way, and you're not going to settle for less. And because you put your order in the universe goes, okay, here we go, forget it. Jennifer says she's not going to settle anymore for any of these toads. She wants her prince. Dun, 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 dun. Off they go. I feel like a lot of, this is for a lot of Indian women. I feel like I just see, beautiful saris, people dancing. I see weddings. A huge portion of you guys are Indian women that are meeting your soulmates at like an amazing epic scale. Again, 10 of Cups, your happy moment, all your emotional cups fulfilled because you decided, I am important, worthy, valuable, lovable. I have my confidence. I have my passion. I'm not settling for less. I don't care if somebody has a gazillion dollars. If they are total toad, I don't want them. No money buys that kind of joy. everything. I want emotional, I want honesty, I want authenticity, I want spirituality. Abundance is always great. I want somebody with good taste, a sense of humor, all of that. You are filling those cups. Bam, 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 bam. There you go. And there you are in the land of abundance, you know. And again, constant desire. I feel in this relationship. Forget it from the get-go. You're like, oh my. It's one of those things where you feel like somebody has walked up and punched you straight in your heart. There is no other choice when you see this person for you or for them. Game over. And when this happens, I've got to say, you guys, it is a weird feeling. You feel almost paralyzed for a moment, but then you feel electric. So it's all these different kind of, because you almost short circuit. It's like Goomba crazy city. Like I felt like I was going to have to just lay down on the floor, and I thought that would look odd. Oh, hi, nice to meet you. Excuse me, I need to lay down on the floor because I might faint. But I can't, you don't even remember what you do or say, but you remember how you feel, and it's all kinds of everything good, but it's a lot. And I feel like, again, this is about 7 months taking place. You're being prepared too. And the wonderful thing is your vibration is so high. Again, like the other groups, you do not hear, see, or understand anymore this low vibration. You don't understand envy, jealousy, want, lack, or any of that, because you're in the land of abundance, freedom, curiosity, love, magic, everything that you're deserving of in a really epic way. So you go. You really do. I mean, you just won. You won the love lottery. You won the emotional lottery. You won the spiritual lottery. You've been putting in the work. You've been clearing your mind. You've been, you know, releasing as well. So now you're ready, and the universe is like, let's do this. Let's get this love magic and fill up these cups and get going. So phenomenal energy groups on. That is miraculous. I mean, whew, I didn't even know what this read was going to be like, and now I'm like sweating. I'm like, I just got a shower and now I need another shower. So love and light to you guys. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below. If you're curious about my Stonehenge reading, which is going to be taking place in a couple weeks, I am going to England with my family. I'm doing private readings right on the ancient grounds. Everything's filmed. All the information, I have it in a fun thing I can send to you. I'm going to open 1 or 2 more spots because it was such a great response, and you guys are so excited that, you know, it's going to be part of the fun. And everything else is down below if you want to know more about the soulmate interaction. Oh, I know what I want to do. I want to get you some signs too. I've been doing this for everybody else, so let's see what's going on. Let me dig in. Da-na-na-na-na. Oof. Look at this. So we have Aries energy. I've got to say, I find Aries to be the most passionate, dynamic, strongest, hardest working, tenacious sign in the history of everything. And it's funny, before Ian, every person I've ever been attracted to was always an Aries. How weird is that? The fire signs are like, but I'm malleable fire, being a Sagittarius, so I'm like, I don't know what I'm trying to do. I guess I'm just trying to burn the whole world to the ground with that. Ooh, and Libra and X. Oh, look at that with the heart, and I love that. So Libra, my brain just shut off for a minute because I heard water running, and I'm like, is the cat in the tub? Okay, so Libra, beautiful, balanced, emotional, fair, loving, calm. I mean, Libras, I love them. They really think before they speak. They have such a rich, humorous, wonderful, deep soul. So winner, chicken dinner with both of these, you guys. Again, because, you know, this is such a large group of people too, that if 1 or 2 things don't match, you don't throw your soulmate in the garbage. You're like, I'm sorry, you're not an Aries. Bye-bye. Everything is perfect about you. You know what I mean? This is for a large, this is for a very large collective. So again, take what resonates. Get excited about this magic. Oftentimes, we are creating our own destiny, by our belief system, our focused intent towards it, and creating this beautiful rapturous energy that guides us, the synchronicities, all of this, and experiencing it before it even gets here. So we have gratitude for it. More begets like, and that's how it happens. So love and light to you guys. I'm so excited. I'm going to go upload